Hashtag money. It's RobFuz. It's Sunday night. I want to go live. I want to go live. I'm bummed. Hangouts ends August 1st. They put a notice up there. It's so distracting. So welcome, everyone. If you're watching the replay, welcome. It's very nice you're watching the replay. It's this little impromptu. The Pepper Tree Villa in the house. What's going on, guys? I love those guys. If you want to join me, Pepper Tree Villa, let me know. Hit me a message on Twitter. You can come say hi. So I like this is for the West Coasters. They like coming on, not too much love for the West Coasters, for the East Coasters, the late night live stream. So hope everyone's doing good. Whew, I was in New Jersey. Congratulations, Matthew, my nephew. He graduated high school. We had a high school graduation party. Joseph Andrews, what's going on? Jack, Sandy Claus, Logan, what's going on, brother? How you doing, buddy? So I think StevesWorld might pop in. I gave him the reprieve. If he wants to say hi, that's awesome. I gave him the link. If not, that's awesome. So Steve's awesome. I call Steve the marathon man because he goes nuts. He streams all the time. So I think he's on like stream 8 or 9 this morning. So Captain Akron, what's going on? Mr. Gonzo PR, what's going on, everyone? I'm going to tweet this out. Don't forget, everyone. Check out my, there we go. Pepper Tree Villa coming in the stream. My buds, I was on their stream the other day. He was on my stream the other day. Here you go. Take your time, guys. Those guys are awesome. Check out Pepper Tree Villa. Link is below. One of my power channels. Pew, pew, pew. That is awesome. So cool. So yeah, check out my partner channels. Check out my Steve. What's going on? See this? I think this solidifies the record right now when you're coming in, Steve.
What's up, guys?
What are you doing? Say hi.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Buddy. I didn't force you to come on. So
no, not at all. Not
What's
at
going
all.
On? Thanks
it's
for
hard to say
coming
no, though.
Hi.
It's hard to say no. And not much, man. It has been a day.
Hey, I'm gonna put it out there, and everyone here could see. You could say no to me. It's fine. I just would.
Yeah, it's all right.
I wanted to be on your stream. As you noticed, I just got home, so I wasn't making the 8 o'clock stream. So it just stinks. So
that's fine.
It was my nephew's graduation.
No, we'll get you again here shortly.
It's awesome. Fun stream. I was watching in the car. It was fun.
It wasn't bad. It went better than I thought it was going to be. And then we ended it right at 9 o'clock. No more 4 hours and 17-minute streams. That was rough.
You messed up Pete McDivitt's odds. So he had a 1-to-1 odds that you were 1-to-1 odds that you were going to go 3 hours today. So
I did not. So I knew I couldn't because
1 hour stream. So.
Well, there was people going after us and it was there's just no way. No way. Tomorrow will only be a 1 hour stream as well. So
what's the topic tomorrow? Did you look at the calendar, Steve?
I didn't, man. I am
wait, hold on a sec. Go look at the calendar. Walk away.
I can't because there's a reason I can't because so in between all this, I'm trying to get my cabinets painted.
Okay.
And
oh boy.
I've got a sprayer and I'm spraying. Well, I found out that when you walk around, it gets really sticky.
Oh, okay.
And I got all the cabinet doors, I got everything else. As of August 1st, I will be streaming for 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. No, Miguel.
Nice. I love it, Miguel. How you doing, buddy?
So I got all the cabinet.
Hope the move went okay, Miguel. Sorry.
Yeah, he said he got moved in. He was going to start moving in boxes. So.
All right, great.
I got all the stuff painted, the cabinet doors painted, front and back. Got them all done. Then I came inside, unloaded some of the cabinets, and started to get ready to paint them. I started painting them. Didn't realize that some overspray and some. Apparently, I've been using it all day. It's getting dirty. I dropped paint on the plastic. Didn't realize it. I stepped in paint.
Oh,
but I wanted to make sure I came in here. So my feet right now are in Walmart bags. So I'm not going. I'm not going anywhere right now because
you're funny.
I don't want to make a bunch of noise. So, but my bottom of my feet are black. I'm painting my cabinets black. So
cool.
Yeah, I couldn't walk across the floors and the carpets with them. So I threw some Walmart bags on, ran in here real quick to jump on.
So awesome.
But
how you doing, man? I love the Dodgers hats. I love them. They're awesome.
Oh, I like they're not bad.
Did you watch any of those Yankee Boston London games? You have no interest, do you?
Oh yeah, Yankees are my second favorite team.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, wow. I watched them destroy the Sox. I'm happy.
Great. Adam went to the game, by the way. He was really happy. Yes. My wife was at the games too. She was working. So.
Is it only a 2-game series over there?
That's it. Just 2 games. Very successful. 60,000 fans a day, and the average ticket was like $500. So it was nuts.
Oh, wow.
And I'll tell you what, they got their money's worth. 2 great games, man. Oof,
Yeah. Oh, yeah, phenomenal.
really good games. A lot of fun.
Unfortunately for Zippity Doodad, the Yankees are the better team. So,
sorry. Hey, Patrick, I invited you in if you want to come say hi. If not, I don't know where Patrick is, if he's still away or not. But hashtag money, Patrick.
Yeah, so I'm not sure if I'm going to stay here the whole time.
Go.
But I at least had to come in and say hi.
Arnie, what's going on, brother? How you doing, man?
How you doing?
Good. Hold on a sec. Hold on there. Hang in there, Arnie. Oh, hold on. You're broken up a little there.
There we go.
We had Steve. Wasn't it a great time in a Pepper Tree Villa stream the other day?
Oh yeah, and I wish we could have stayed. We talked for a while after the fact. It was so nice getting to know those guys and seeing their memorabilia and everything. And then I unfortunately I just had to go. So
yeah, I hear you.
But yeah, it was a great.
Guys, we got an exclusive more of Pepper Tree Villa. What's going on? What room's this?
This is our family room.
Okay,
nice,
very cool.
Yeah, behind me is my framed map of Euro Disneyland and some prints from some of the attractions there.
What's up? Hey guys, what's going on?
Hi there. How's it going?
What's going on? It's nice that it's on West Coast time tonight, huh? That is awesome.
We did a Costco run, and I'm like, I think I'm gonna have an ice cream sandwich soon.
Nice. I love it. Hold on a sec, guys. Hold on. I'm just checking. Steve, you gonna head out soon, or you just didn't want to?
Maybe 5 minutes. I'll give you 5 minutes,
we'll
man.
hang in.
Sorry.
Hang in. So, I literally I stopped at McDonald's from my kids. Whenever they eat early, in their mind they can't just do a lunch dinner. They have to eat. So like 8 o'clock, they were starving. So I stopped at McDonald's. I was so bummed that like the one near me, I don't know if I told you, if you heard, I'm collecting these Toy Story toys, and they just won't let me buy the figures alone. And for some reason they did in the past. So I went to this McDonald's in New Jersey, in Old Bridge, New Jersey, where I grew up. My hometown was coming back. They said, okay, can I buy one of the figures? And they're like, yeah, sure. So usually it's $1.25. $1.50, $1.75. They charge me $2. So I get to the window and they give me like 2 of the ones I already had. I was so mad. So I'm still trying to collect them all, but they did let me buy them. And my kid got a Happy Meal, and he had the ones he had too. So it was Duck and Buddy, your favorite characters, Steve, which made it even worse. So I have like 4 Duck and Buddy spin wheels from the Toy Story. So pretty bad. So I don't know. Do you guys collect all the memorabilia, like even McDonald's stuff, or?
Oh, well, there's a story we need to tell you about. Is it easy access to go get?
Not really, but
Is it in the closet, though?
I think so.
Okay.
It's at the bottom of the stack.
It's picture this, 1995, 101 Dalmatians. Glenn Close was they were doing a live action. You were living in Southern California at the time.
Yeah.
And this is an interesting story because we have a Christmas tree based on this.
Yeah.
This tree is, again, a topic of conversation every year. And
see, here's the thing. They started selling 101 Dalmatians at McDonald's. So it was.
What was it? Figures, cups? What was it?
It was little figures.
Little
figures.
Okay.
And they made 101 separate toys.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
And so they were all done as a surprise. So anytime you got one, you didn't know which one you were going to get. Well, at that point, we thought, okay, wait a minute. Let's do the Happy Meal. So Ben and I decided, let's do it. And after the 3rd meal, I said, there's got to be an easier way. I can't eat 50 of these meals and then hopefully get them all. So I went to the counter and they said, no, you can buy the whole set. So they just gave me a form. I filled it out, sent my check off to McDonald's in Illinois. And lo and behold, a couple months later, I got this huge package in the mail.
Gorgeous packaging.
Yeah, it was 101 Dalmatians, each with their own little separate compartment. And
oh, wow.
So now that is the basis of our 101 Dalmatians tree at Christmas.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. I got to see that. That's awesome.
Oh, yeah. It's a white Christmas tree, 101 Dalmatians, 101 black spots. Each black spot has a Disney pin on it. And then Cruella sits on top.
Oh, nice.
That is one of our, like, again, everything's very hyper themed. And it's just, you have Cruella as the top of the tree topper. And then you have black and white spots for the tree skirt. And it's a white tree with white lights with 101 spots with pins on it. The
It-
101 dogs on it.
Yeah,
And then we have plush around it, and it's literally the 100.
you'll definitely see it.
It is. It makes people crack. They're like, okay, that is super creative, and like, how did you think of something like that you decided to put spots on it? With the dogs?
It actually just kind of happens. So.
And then Cruella de Vil on top of it.
Yeah,
That you found Cruella de Vil's like a Barbie doll.
Yeah,
they made that during just that time too, and she sits as the topper. It's really interesting.
So there was 50 Dalmatians, or just there was 100 Dalmatians?
No,
there literally is 100. Wow,
literally 101.
That is. I got to see that one day.
Yeah, I want to see it before I go too. So
I think you went to go get it. That's awesome.
I think Doug went to go get a sample of the toys.
It's awesome. So yeah, I had such. I was invited back again to do the thing. I don't think I'm gonna be able to. Like, I'm tapped out. I pulled out all my good stuff. So
no,
I don't know.
You can be like the moderator and maybe the judge of which toy or which collectible you think is the best for that round.
I'm gonna tell you right now. You guys won already. So
it really is no contest.
It is no contest.
Okay, guys, I actually did.
He found it. He found it.
It was actually easy access. We had it in a fancy tote.
Oh my gosh.
And this is the tote. Well, it's not. This is the box we put it in because we were tired of putting back in the individual compartments. So we did this tote.
Let's.
Those are not small toys.
Okay,
No. That's that, and then I'll give you a sample of.
Here's the spots.
Here's like one of the.
They're all fabric little dots, and then we put a pin on them.
There's like one. That's a pin.
that's awesome.
That is awesome.
And here's another pin.
That's awesome.
But it's on black spots.
Yeah, little black spots. Here's another one.
And
That's awesome.
here are a couple of the toys.
These little suckers.
Here's they're all like
Captain Akron's going nuts. Look at it. Wow.
they're like this size, just little typical Happy Meal toys.
Were they Christmas oriented, or that's
Yeah.
just?
They were
okay.
Christmas oriented.
They're
So there's
Christmas
one with a
ornaments.
Christmas wreath, and this one is wearing a pair of mouse ears.
This
What-
is very, very coveted.
Were they all ornaments, or did you guys make them into ornaments?
They actually have a little spot on their collar so that you can put a string on it.
Wow.
So we went ahead and just did the string, and so they hang on the tree.
And so there's also another one of the little Dalmatian in the double-decker bus.
I mean,
So
they're
cool.
like I said, there are 101 of them.
100, and all in different poses and situation.
So you'll
That's
see the
crazy.
tree when it's all put together. That one will probably go together in about October, and I'll probably live stream that.
Here's one of the little dogs in a doghouse that slides out.
It's awesome.
And then the back on the side of it is the actual logo of the 101.
Wow.
And
So, yeah,
so
it's
this goes
fun-
on
it's
the
fun
tree.
stuff.
So, and here's one of literally the dog on a Christmas ornament.
So cool.
So yeah, we've got a lot of stuff. So what's going on?
So yeah, that's where that.
Yeah. So what's going on,
We
Rob?
like McDonald's. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. There's something about McDonald's. But yeah, if we can't make it easy like this, it's like screw this.
Can I ask how much it cost back then? You guys remember roughly?
I do remember. I
You
paid.
had a check.
I actually paid $101 for it.
That
Oh,
is
wow.
funny. That is so funny.
That's not bad at $1 a piece, though. I mean,
know.
that's
I
crazy.
know. It was awesome.
And it came in this amazing.
It came in.
folded
It was.
box.
It was this great box.
Huge box.
Wow.
So he had that. We're like, oh, let's make a tree for this, and let's make it. We had Christmas trees for everything.
So
So
what's going on?
So there's our McDonald's story.
I'm gonna have to tap out now, guys. So I'm
Okay,
glad
Steve.
I'm glad I stayed on to see that, though. That was awesome.
That
So
was awesome.
you guys have a fantastic night, and I'll catch you later, guys.
All right, Steve.
Okay,
Thank you so
Steve.
much. Great partner
Great,
channel.
Steve.
Give us a plug, Steve. Get whatever you want.
I
Talk about your
stream
channel real quick.
just stream on Mondays, 8:00 every
Marathon,
Monday. This and that with the Shep family, Zippity Doodad, and Brandy and Dave at 9:30 on Wednesdays, and Sports Night with Mouse Talk on Saturdays at 8:00. So
I'm gonna put
Lots
Steve's
coming up.
channel on the link. If you haven't checked out Steve's channel, he is awesome. So much fun. So
appreciate it, buddy. Thank you so much.
have a
Great
good night,
meeting you,
buddy.
Steve.
I'll talk
All
to
right,
you
good night,
soon.
guys. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Thanks.
Good
Bye.
night, pal. Steve's so awesome.
Yeah.
He can't say no. I said if you want to come on, say hi. He came on and said hi. So that was awesome. Thanks, Steve. I appreciate it.
Yeah, we love Steve.
Our Disneyland bag that they had a gift with purchase.
That's awesome.
Doug.
No, I want to see it. Keep bringing it out. Doug, keep bringing them out. I love it. It's awesome. I want to see them all.
Yeah, this was
a big old, like, not really a beach kind of bag, and they had it. Come to find out, they only had it for a few weeks.
I like it.
And then everybody's like, "You got rid of the bag."
We were lucky enough to get it.
Very cool. So that Disneyland map, is that like the old school Disneyland map, or is that more of a modern one?
It's Euro Disneyland.
Oh, on Euro Disneyland. Yeah, okay, you did say that.
Yeah,
Cool.
I was living in Southern California at the time, and I sat on the curb in front of City Hall, waiting for candlelight in Town Square. In the meantime, Ben went up to the Disney Gallery above Pirates of the Caribbean to stand in line to talk to the artist who made that, who drew the map, Sam McKim.
So cool.
And then right underneath the slant says Euro Disneyland. Sam McKim signed it. And
That's
fortunately,
awesome.
it wasn't folded up. It came in a rolled tube, so I was able to frame it.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And then the 4 other prints are...
Oh, those are just attraction posters from Paris. They were selling them at the same time that they're selling the map, so I had to have those too.
So that was our homage to Paris. I still haven't been there yet. You went in 1999.
Yeah,
so,
I loved it, and yeah, it was a great, beautifully detailed park.
So where else have you guys been? What other parks besides Paris?
Actually, just
America.
North America and Paris. I haven't been to Tokyo, or Hong Kong, or Shanghai, although they are on a list of places to go.
Yeah, we haven't done you did France. I mean, we've done the cruise twice on the Disney Magic, and so basically anything and everything that you could pretty much do in North America.
Yeah, and I see that D&G Explorers is in the chat stream.
I invited him in. I don't know if they want to come in. If Derek wants to come in, or Gregory.
We had a great time with them.
Oh yeah, how was that? I forgot.
my God.
Let's hear it.
It was amazing. We the thing is that we've seen each other online. We've chatted with each other through Hangouts. So it was not really meeting for the first time. It was just happened to meet in person for the first time. But it just felt natural, just like friends we've had for a long time.
That is awesome. I love that.
Yeah, we ended up, we're supposed to meet up and go to the restaurant and make it all formal, and then we're like, hey, just meet up at Kohl's. I want to get some sandals or flip-flops. That's what Derek wanted. So we ended up running around Kohl's, looking at graphic t-shirts that had anything Disney on it. So there's like 5 of us walking around Kohl's, looking at shoes. I was actually trying to find a pair of shoes by accident. And then we ended up going, just walking around the shopping center, and then we're like, oh, we're hungry. So we ended up in the restaurant for 3.5 hours.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
and then we ended up at Target after that.
Yeah, we started with drinks, Dilly.
Oh
Dilly. They're
Dilly.
Those guys, they both have these big old drinks.
So if you were to go to my Instagram, you'll see a video of, especially with Derek holding this giant bowl of alcohol. It was great.
Yeah, he nursed on that for 3 hours, and then we just had a really good time kicking it off, and then we're like, let's go to Target. Let's not do more shopping, but we wanted to look and do more shopping.
And then we went to Starbucks for a drink, sat outside for another hour or so.
Still talked about more stuff.
We finally had to say goodbye.
About 8 o'clock at night, the sun was going down. We're like,
so yeah, we were
1:30 to 8. That was
we were together almost 7 hours.
Yeah,
it was wonderful.
It's awesome. I hope if you guys talked about me, it was good things. So.
Yeah, were your ears burning?
You actually did come up in the conversation.
Yes, you did. I think it was later on.
That's funny.
And it was all fantastic.
Oh, thanks, guys. You guys are awesome.
You're a big help, and we're utmost grateful.
Yeah, it was great because at that point, it was Gregory that told Derek's story about how scared to death he is of sharks.
It was great. That was so
fun.
fun.
Gonna fall over a bridge.
Yeah, he hates
because of clowns.
He's scared to death of bridges, clowns, and sharks. And he says that his greatest fear is that he's going to be crossing a bridge, see a clown, swerve, fall off the bridge, and then the shark is going to eat him when he hits the water.
That's so. He said that on my stream. Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah,
so funny.
So funny.
Oh yeah, just really kicked out. We're just like, we got to keep this going, not make distance, and how can we meet our other people throughout the United States? So it's just been
Yeah,
a whirlwind of meeting amazing people.
Yeah, hopefully I'll get out to California one of these days. I've been to San Francisco a couple times. I've been to LA a couple times. I've been to San Diego a couple times. So hopefully I can get to come see you guys at some point too.
Well, it's an open
I want to see the
reservation for
Pepper Tree
Mickey Room.
Villa. Is there any way we can see the actual Pepper Tree like you guys on your phone now?
Yeah, sure.
Let's
Yeah,
go
sure.
see. I want an exclusive, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go.
We'll go ahead and go on out. We'll go.
I'm just gonna leave it on you guys. So
We'll go.
Here we
meet
go.
Dee.
hey, can I see the Mickey room too? Oh, there we
Sure.
go.
Yeah,
There's the
sure.
tapestries. I love that.
Oh yeah. Here are the tapestries.
They're awesome. I love the bat things too.
Yeah, those are the tapestries.
The back.
So cool.
We have the attraction
Okay.
poster in the real.
Now, here, let's go on over to the Mickey room so you can see Mickey.
That's awesome.
Plush Mountain.
Yeah.
Hey,
Plush
Lisa.
Mountain.
Hey everyone. Hey Kay.
So, this is the Mickey room, and if you see, there are lots of artwork there on the walls.
Very awesome.
And then we have the Mickey bed
Wow, I love it.
with Mickey shaped, Mickey embroidery on the pillows,
And also on
that
the
kind of stuff,
comforter.
and on the comforter. Comforter's kind of taken off because it's a warm day. But then we also have, let's see, other artwork there on the walls there.
Or flip it around. Let's see the rest of the room there. I
Okay,
love the
let's-
color. Is that like Disney colors too?
Yeah.
Yes and no. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
it
so-
is what worked.
Up there, you'll see the artwork, and then if you come,
360.
and then right over here, we have. Let's see, we've got some more memorabilia stuff over there.
Love
Then we have Plush Mountain.
it. These guys are awesome.
So yeah, it's a lot of stuff.
It's not
Yeah.
wrong to be jealous, Kay.
We,
Kay wants to know if it's wrong to be jealous. That's awesome.
And then we
Wow.
have lots of tickets.
yeah, one thing that Doug, we've got
I have
tickets.
that
We
at-
have a 45th anniversary ticket. We
The
have
commemorative ticket, the three
commemorative ticket
tickets.
for the opening of the new Tomorrowland.
Tomorrowland, May 22nd, and this is a natural piece of the rocket jets, and each one of these.
I love
is
the
a
way that's
ticket.
framed. So awesome.
Yeah,
Isn't
it's
that cool?
cool.
Yeah.
And the birthday for Disneyland.
That's another birthday ticket for Disneyland. We have some Lion King art. We have an opening day ticket for Animal Kingdom.
Were you guys there for that
was-
Animal Kingdom, or you just
I-
collected it?
Doug was there
6 months,
6 months after opening.
and they still had some of the tickets, and they had one framed.
And
Oh,
then we
cool.
had this piece here from The Lion King that they just did the cast. And then Doug had one drawn. Was that the studio?
That was that one.
Yeah, that was during
I remember those. Wow, that's cool. I remember.
Yeah,
that.
they just got that.
So that is this room.
So that's this room.
So let's
now,
go to
now
this
our
room.
studio that we have, you'll see our lighting that we have up here.
Oh, cool.
But then right up here, we have some shag artwork that was from the 50th anniversary. And then we
Love it.
have some like attraction posters and things. But this is where the magic happens for PTV Live.
That's awesome. Good job.
There it is. So yeah, let's go ahead and we'll take you out and see Keith.
Let's get our.
Oh, let me get my little flip flops on.
Love your house. So awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So nice. Thank you guys for showing us.
Show them the
Oh,
mantle.
sure. Oh, the mantle. Yeah.
Yeah, we just don't.
There we have.
Oh, that's awesome. I love that.
Yeah. That's
You guys won.
Here we
All the trash cans.
we have
Oh, the
the
trash cans are
from
awesome.
Yeah. There we have that. And that piece of art up there, that is the view taken in Pirates of the Caribbean in New Orleans Square as you're floating on the
Oh.
bayou
Love it.
right in front of the Blue Bayou restaurant.
That is my favorite part of the whole Disneyland, that bayou and the restaurant and everything.
I
It's
love
so
that.
original.
I love it. I dream about it all the time.
Yeah.
And then
Wait, hold
we
on.
have
Can I
the-
see it again real quick? Can you go back to the art? Wow, I like that too, but let me see the art. Wow, I just love that piece.
Yeah,
That is so awesome.
it's one of our favorite pieces.
I love
It's
that.
Disney, but it isn't Disney. That's above the fireplace, and then right above our TV, we have this nook.
Then we have a nook
this
that's
is-
above the TV, and that's where we have the statues that are in the hub of Magic Kingdom and
Oh
Disneyland.
man, I love that.
And then, and of course, Cinderella Castle.
We got the giant Lego castle.
Oh wow.
The Disneyland sign was actually purchased at the park. I was given a gift for participating in my nephew's wedding. And he said, here, go buy yourself something. I thought, okay, I'll go do that. So I bought a sign for Disneyland so that I would remember his wedding every time I looked at the sign.
Oh, that's so nice.
Let's go on out. We'll go ahead and...
Let me see that bad boy out there. That tree.
Yeah. Okay, here we go.
I love the Haunted Mansion artwork there, too.
Yeah, here we are.
So there's Keith.
Welcome to East Contra Costa County.
That's the giant.
And there's Keith.
So tell everyone, explain the whole story. It's Keith is his name?
Yeah. Keith is the name of the pepper tree.
He's shedding.
Okay.
Yeah, he's shedding something awful right now.
Go over there. Let's see it. Or
it's just that time of year.
Out?
Keith was a housewarming gift that we received 10 years ago. My brother's middle name is Keith, so we named him, named the tree as a namesake after my brother.
And these are all over.
This tree is a California pepper tree. You can see them all over the state, and you'll see all those little flowers in there. Each little flower will be a peppercorn. It actually smells like pepper,
black pepper. And
but
it's an evergreen.
It's an evergreen tree. It is native to the state, and you see it everywhere. They use it all over the landscaping of Disneyland Resort, especially along the route of the tram from the Mickey and Friends and Pixar Pals garages. So once you take the tram from there, you go along a path, and there's a whole row of California pepper trees. And when I saw those trees planted there for the first time in the late 90s, I thought, I want that tree when I get my house.
So your brother.
And so my brother went ahead and bought it for me.
It was a twig of that skinny. You see that branch right here? That's how skinny this thing was. And then it died. Wow. I wanted to kill it and throw it away, but we ended up nursing it. And now this is how big the trunk is now.
Yeah, go ahead and stand next to the trunk. You can see how kind of thick he is.
It's 10 years then. Wow.
10 years of growth.
10 years of growth.
Did you water it like every day and everything?
He gets watered all the time.
He has a sprinkler system.
Yeah, there's the lawn right there, so he gets watered all the time.
But yeah,
that's Keith. And Keith has kind of taken on a life of his own. He even has his own Twitter account.
Everything he do, he runs through the internet.
Yeah, he has his own Twitter account.
I think I subscribed to him.
Probably so.
He's awesome. I'm just smiling the whole time. I know it's just me and those guys. So
yeah, if you look at the garage door, you'll notice it looks like a giant Hershey bar.
That is awesome.
We painted it dark
colors of chocolate.
We painted the house shades of chocolate. So we've got dark chocolate, milk chocolate, and white chocolate.
That's so cool. I love that you guys like such detail and everything.
And then we have to do a little trimming, but right here, this is our Disneyland Rose.
What's the story behind that?
It was a rose bush that was bred for Disneyland.
Here's the tag.
It was
okay here.
It's bred by a company called Jackson and Perkins. Here's the logo of the.
I kept it. That's a little dirty, but
where is it? Right there, Jackson and Perkins. They're a company out of the state of Oregon, but Disney had them breed a hybrid of a rose so that they could plant it on the resort, and so you will see this rose all over the place at Disneyland.
See, it literally says Disneyland Rose. But they literally, Disneyland had them commission this rose. It's a beautiful rose, and then they planted them all over Disneyland. So we had to have a Disneyland rose. Of course we did.
that was also a housewarming gift from some people that came to our housewarming party.
I love that.
Yeah.
Is that hard to get? Is that, or they just came upon it?
No, it's pretty easy to get.
Yeah, you can buy it.
You can pretty much buy it.
And this is the grand foyer with the Haunted Mansion.
With the Haunted Mansion.
Love it.
Right there.
Love it.
And then over here atop, that's a map of the Caribbean when we went on Disney Cruise. And then, of course, is that the Mark I monorail, Doug?
Yeah, it's the first one.
That is a model of the Mark I monorail.
That's so cool.
Yeah. So that, I guess Doug bought that at Disneyland at the
No, that's part of the 50th anniversary.
Oh, that was part of the
You
50th
got that
anniversary.
from
That's
me.
right. That's
Oh,
part of
and
the 50th
Our
anniversary.
fancy Disneyland dishes. Well,
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
not dish fancy, but
Then we have our dishes.
we call them diner dishes.
So neat.
Disneyland.
You never ate
Disneyland
off those though, right?
Not yet. Oh god, he's showing our dust. I'm so embarrassed.
I didn't see anything.
You didn't see my dust.
So yeah, that's pretty much. Let's see.
That's our little house.
That's me.
There we are.
Very awesome. And do you have any other maps from Disneyland or
We have
framed?
the California Adventure one when it opened. That's still not framed.
We have
I have the
California-
50th anniversary map of Disneyland that has a special gold seal. That's still not framed.
We have the original map from California Adventure.
That's what I said. California
Yeah.
Adventure, the
Yeah.
50th of Disneyland.
We have actually a map from the 60s as well.
Yeah, cool. I was gonna ask
But
about that.
that's not framed or anything. It's just it's folded up. But
Does it show like the western part and like the whole left side of Disneyland was like that western wagon ride and stuff? Does it show
yeah,
that?
it has all that. It also shows Space Mountain as a future attraction. They didn't even know what it was going to be called at that time, but it was a map from the 60s, and it's in the same place where it is now. It's just that they didn't have the technology to build it yet.
And there was a Walt idea, and then they it was shelved. He passed. They opened up the Magic Kingdom, and then there was nothing thrilling. There was no roller type of coaster. And then they had to hurry up real quick, and then Magic Kingdom got Space Mountain first before Disneyland. But it was always intended to go in Disneyland first. But Walt didn't have the technology at that time. I mean, he just had the Matterhorn, which is the first tube steel roller coaster in North America.
In the world.
In the world, yeah, was the Matterhorn Mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah, love
And
Bob.
They don't have tours of that, right? With
But-
you can see the basketball court and everything. You
Not
guys never went up there, right?
Yeah, the basketball court on top.
We
Yeah,
haven't been that blessed yet.
we haven't seen the basketball court in person, but maybe someday.
Yeah.
Right? It's up there, right? Because that's the ride, right?
It really is up there. Yes.
Yes.
It is up there.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's not an urban legend, and we could pretty much we're kind of mythbustery
We
when
like
it comes to
we
Disneyland.
do our best
We're-
to be Mythbusters of Disneyland.
because we hear a lot of stuff, and we're like, no, I was there. I
Right.
know what it was. And we hear people make up the story. It's like, we've experienced it. We were there. We know what it was. So we try to,
Yeah.
we yell at YouTube a lot because it's amazing how so many people
Oh my goodness.
make up things.
There are a lot of people in the chat. They're just
Kenny.
going on.
Hey, Finding Neverland. Kay, what's going on? Two Real Geeks. Samantha, how you doing? What's going on? Noah, Grace, what's going on? I just saw Lisa was here. Captain Akron. Two Real Geeks. Little Oz Laurel from all the way from Australia, guys.
Oh,
AJC
wow.
Magic, what's going on? Keystone 76. Avery, my man. Avery Lopez is all over YouTube. He is a legend. I don't know if you guys ever saw Avery before. Steve was here. DG Explorers from work. What's going on?
Yeah,
brother?
from work.
Hey, shh. You can't say it. Don't say it.
I won't say anything.
Steve's Rolls. Hopefully he's hanging out here. Get to see the pepper tree. It was awesome. Zippity Doodad. Hashtag money. What's going on, buddy? I love his when he says hashtag money or money. Miguel Benitez Jr. He just moved. He's down in, I believe he's in the Disney World area now. Ice Dad. Hopefully you're good. I said hi to the other guys before. Joseph, Jack, Mr. Gonzo. Good to see everyone. Thank you guys so much for stopping in. Stacy Rogers in the house. Been here since
Stacey.
before the tour. You can get in the chat now. That's cool. All good. So, guys, tell me, can I ask questions? You guys are right with answering questions about like Disneyland and your
Sure, yeah,
experiences?
we're pretty much, we try to be a open book, even though we're very private, but we're
No, I hear. I would never ask anything private. So I know you've been to Club 33. I would guess a bunch of times
Yeah.
at this point,
Yes.
which
Yes.
is cool. I know that, and that's just awesome. So, what was? I know they're above Pirates. Is it still the art gallery? I haven't been to Disneyland in a while, but
The art gallery closed in the late 90s?
No,
Was it?
no, it was right after.
Or was it after the millennium?
It was after the millennium. I think it was a little after 2005.
Yeah, they closed the
it.
Disney Gallery opened in the 80s, and they built staircases on either side of the entrance of Pirates of the Caribbean. No, that was the 90s they built those staircases.
Yeah, it was the 90s.
Anyway, the staircases are there still. It's just that no one has access to them unless you're going to a special dinner now. They closed
Royal 21.
Yeah, 21 Royal. They closed the gallery. They transformed it into the Disney Dream Suite, which they were giving away.
I was going to say, I remember that. And then that's gone too now, right?
Yeah, they don't have anyone staying overnight anymore because they've changed it into a restaurant. And I believe the kitchen for 21 Royal shares the space with Club 33.
Club 33, because
they're both on the second floor of New Orleans Square.
The kitchen, the little tiny kitchen of Club 33 was so small. And then when they refurbished and did the Dream Suite, they redid a lot of Club 33, and it was down for almost 2 years. And they expanded the kitchen so big, it took what was a room called the Trophy Room in Club 33, and it had all these audio animatronics. And they took out that dining room, and to the dismay of a lot of club members, which we know, they didn't really like the idea. But when they saw the drawings, the architectural drawings of why they needed the kitchen, because the kitchen was so tiny that they gutted it all, and that's now the new kitchen for Club 33 and Club Nouveau. But that's the other part of Club 33. It's the newer part.
It's the lounge.
It's the lounge.
Now, they also, the reason why the gallery, they opened the gallery, but originally that was going to be a residence for Walt and Lillian.
Right.
And if you go out to the balcony or veranda that's just right off the side of the building, you'll see in the filigree of the ironwork of the balcony, you'll see the initials of WD and RD for Walt and Roy.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And then that room that they see, that was that the room where the microphone was in the middle and they had the bird, like the vulture or something like that. Yeah. And that's gone. It's not even there at all anymore.
That's the trophy room.
That was the trophy room, the dining room.
But the vulture now is still around. He sits in the lobby area of the club. So when you come up, you go in, then you can walk up the staircase or take an elevator up to the restaurant. And then as you're waiting for your table or waiting to go into the lounge, you can actually see the vulture sitting on top of a grandfather clock.
And he talks occasionally to you. And they call him, Alfred?
I think his name is Alfred.
Alfred.
That's awesome.
And the members called him, and then now he actually has a name. I think his name is Alfred the Vulture. And the old European elevator in Club 33, of the original one, they took that out and they made it like a little sitting booth inside the new lounge, because they had to get rid of that too. And that was very heartbreaking for a lot of club members, because that old little tiny European elevator, they didn't have that anymore, because that all got redone.
That's gone too? Wow.
Yeah.
And then the old bathrooms, the old plush red bathrooms, those got all moved and redone. It was seeing the old club and being in that, and then it was down, and then we've gotten to see the new club. It's weird because you have to orient yourself like, okay, this is where that room was, and now it's very grand and opulent. It still feels like Club 33, but there's different parts of it.
We have a video recording of the old club, but that was when they just encouraged you to go ahead and record things. But now that the new club is in place and they've got the lounge, they respect the members' privacy. So there's no video recording allowed in the club at all. You can take pictures, you just can't take video.
And then the Imagineers who did the new lounge, in the bar, there's a lot of pepper ghost effects, where I call that there's ghosts throughout it. So some of the pictures will come alive of a ghost and then disappear, and the music as they're playing. It's
really cool. There's this picture of a jazz quintet.
Yeah,
they're all in this picture, and as you hear the music overhead, once you hear like a solo, say a trumpet solo, all of a sudden the trumpeter will disappear from the picture, and then you'll see a trumpet on the wall start to come alive, and the trumpet's playing
by ghost, and you can see the trumpet move up and down
so
to
cool.
the things.
It's an awesome effect.
You're standing around, you're like, okay, things are coming alive around here.
And where is this in Club 33?
This is the lounge.
This is the lounge. Yeah,
and that's still there.
Yeah, it's there. It's the second floor. Most of the second floor of New Orleans Square is occupied by Club 33 and 21 Royal.
Yeah, so there's 21 Royal, then the original club, and then they took what was a storage room and made that the lounge. So pretty much everything. To be honest with you, New Orleans Square is actually 3 levels, and you wouldn't know that. You have the ground level, which is all your stops and everything to get to Pirates of the Caribbean, and then you walk around Rivers of America. Then you have what's called I call it the original Walt Disney World utilidors, because underneath all of New Orleans Square is kind of like little, and it's very small, but that's where Walt Disney World got the inspiration, was from from New Orleans Square.
Yeah, they built an area. It's I went down there once back in the 90s, and there was this one break room that I went into. They had like a vending machine, some tables to sit at for cast members on a break, but that was about it. There's not really much down there, but it's a basement area that's utilized by the staff.
You've been down there?
I've been down there.
Yeah, he did when it was a pass back in the 90s when Disney was free. Yeah, well, free at doing it. You also did the 12K, which or 10K.
I did something called Pirates of the Caribbean 5K. It was a fundraiser for Habitat for Humanity, and after the park closed at 6 p.m., it was during the fall, and it was off season, so they were able to use the park for fundraisers and things. So they opened up New Orleans Square, specifically Pirates, for people that raised money for Habitat for Humanity. And the object was to take the attraction 7 times. 7 times equaled the distance of 5K. So, and
that's awesome.
And every time you went on it, they did something different with it. I wrote it where the attraction was it normally was. Then the next time I wrote it, all the lights were off, but the music was on. The next time, all the lights were on, but the music was off. Next time, the music was on.
Hold on, do this slow. Hold on a sec. So the first one, I gotta process this because I love this. Come on, guys. Go ahead. Sir, I'm sorry. Go ahead. First time was what?
The first time I got on the attraction for that particular event, it was as I normally saw it. So it was just, you just got on the ride. Then you'd get off your boat, get back in line, and then the next time you went down,
they reset the attraction.
The attraction was reset. All the lights were off, but the music was still playing and the animatronics were still going.
Like pitch black?
Pitch black. You couldn't see anything.
Oh, that's creepy. Ooh.
It was really creepy.
Wow.
And then the next time, the third trip, all the lights were on, but the music was off and the animatronics were going. So
and you could hear them like click and stuff, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's super creepy because they click really loud because I've seen it with the music off. Okay.
Yeah, and then another time I went through and all the animatronics were on, the lights were on, but the sound was off. No music, no voices. So you got to see a lot of the different details of how things were put together and different lighting effects and just tricks of what you see.
Disney
it's
mastery.
Really cool. And then I did the same thing the next year, but instead of being Pirates of the Caribbean, it was the Haunted Mansion 5K.
Wow.
So they did the whole thing, the whole lighting thing, lights on, lights off, same kind of thing. It was a lot of fun. That was also the same year that I did something called Backstage Magic. I had this one woman, her name was Louise. She was in security in the 90s at Disneyland, and we were good friends. And she was able to invite people to go with her. And so she said, "Oh, you want to go with me?" I said, "Sure, I'll go with you." So the Backstage Magic referred to the fact that I was able to see things backstage. We were able to walk through attractions. They took us through the Indiana Jones adventure. We walked through the area of from where you get onto the vehicle, and then you walk through the doors that open to show the Temple of Mara. And then we walked into the main cavern, where everything happens. They've got this bridge that goes across this
Yeah.
lava and everything like that.
Did they explain how
also-
the room changes 3 different things too? It slides and they go over that?
Yeah, they did.
That's very fascinating
The
too.
whole thing moved since
They don't do it anymore though, right?
no projection mapping and everything. They just change everything with lighting effects now. But it used to be that the entire room would move. That was a feat of engineering. And then they had this one effect where they had like almost like nitrogen on water where it would freeze, but they would have an explosion like Mara's eye hitting the side of the wall, and it would look like ice or rocks were falling from the ceiling. And that effect was in place for just a few weeks, and then it just kind of broke. They never replaced it. But fortunately, I was able to see it before it broke.
Mm.
There was on that same tour that we were on, when we walked through the attraction, all of a sudden we just took a left turn, and then they opened a door that was kind of hidden behind some props, and it opened up, and it was just like any kind of exit staircase that you'd see in any office building.
Mm.
Just lights, tile on the floor, and rubber on the stairs to prevent you from slipping. So it's all, smoke and mirrors. It's just all tricks of the eye.
Yeah, Disney does a very good job, and knowing with some of our cast member friends, I want to keep some of the magic alive, but they share enough with us where you go in, there is so much that the paying guest does not know.
Yeah.
And it is amazing how they keep it, and they create this facade where you walk under that the train tracks, and they purposely transport you where you have no care in the world. And it's just this weird feeling, and it's all done very deliberate and on purpose between the sounds, the smells, the feeling, everything is on the forced perspective, because in Disneyland everything's smaller, but everything is more compact, and that was done because of size. And as an artist, it's an effect they call forced perspective, or the fancy term is trompe l'oeil. That's where it goes big to smaller, and it really doesn't feel like that.
It really does give the effect that the buildings are taller than they actually are.
Right. And then the castle had to be a specific size, so when you're looking down Main Street, you don't have this castle on America, because it doesn't work, because it's Main Street USA. And it's just how everything is, just put together. Just Disneyland has so much history, and it's so interesting. As you can see, we have a huge passion for the place.
Yeah, I love it. Me too.
Yeah. So, and then
not as much as you guys, but
and we were actually talking. We went shopping today, and I saw a palm tree, and I was at the stoplight, and I was waiting. And I'm like, "This is when we go with people with us."
Yeah, I can't wait to go, because I know we're going to be going to Disneyland in August with Jim from More Sunshine, Please.
Yeah.
And possibly meeting up with Corey, with Corey Meets World, and Prince Charming Dev, if they're there. We're really looking forward. Bob and Ashley are going to be there. We're looking forward to being able to point out different details about the park that locals will know, or people that are very passionate about Disneyland know.
It's this palm tree that's hidden on the edge between Jungle Cruise and Indiana Jones, and it's this giant palm tree that you really have to.
I know about this.
The Dominguez palm. And
isn't it like super old? Is that what it was?
It is super old. It was named for Ron Dominguez's family. Ron Dominguez was a president at Disneyland, and also Walt Disney Attractions. He was his entire work career was for Disney. His family sold their land to Walt. It was part of the purchase, part of the land that Disneyland was built on. But they asked Walt not to dig up the palm tree, because it was a wedding present actually, for Ron's grandparents. So that tree was planted in the 19th century.
It's probably over 150 years old.
I heard about this story. Yeah.
Yeah,
and it's very hard to see, right? You got to see a certain angle. It's near Indiana Jones, kind of, right? It's kind of back a little bit.
It's just right off the path, and then you have to look up to see it.
Yeah, but it's very distinct, and it's very deliberate. And then I asked, when we met Ron Dominguez at the 60th anniversary, we have a picture of him, and we talked about the palm. He was so excited that we knew about the Dominguez palm. And then I asked him, so where was the house that you were raised in and that you lived near to the palm? And he says, I think his memory recollects because he has to orient himself to the park. He thinks that the house is sitting where the River Bell Terrace restaurant is. And Walt took his house and made it as the first office before they moved it over to the Opera House as the office for Disneyland.
Wow.
So, but they used his family's house for the
River Bell Terrace restaurant.
See, I forgot that tidbit about. But
yeah,
it was they bought the land and that house was there, right? I think you kind of went over it a little bit, and what else was there? It was just very empty, and it was just that house. That was it, or
the house and a bunch of orange groves.
Orange groves, right? I remember that part. So wow, that is crazy.
River Bell Terrace is if you're walking from the Jungle Cruise and going into New Orleans Square, Indiana Jones entrance will be on the left-hand side just before you come into New Orleans Square, and off to the right is the River Bell Terrace restaurant.
So he thinks it was from the right-hand side of the tree back or forward, and if you look at where the palm tree is and you look on the right-hand side of the palm tree, that's where the restaurant would be. And that's where his house that he grew up in was supposed to be right there.
So awesome.
It's just that interesting kind of stuff and how
that's what I love. And to be honest with you guys, I want to talk to you like another time. This is what you should be doing, like this stuff here. And I'm going to talk to you, Arnie. I know you're looking into that technology for that program we're talking about. I got a great thing for you guys. We'll talk about it. I got my creative juices flowing, and you guys could do it. I'm excited about it.
Together.
Yeah.
Yes. I think it's going to be cool. I'm excited about this. I'm going to help you with this. So
awesome.
It's going to be cool.
Even we can do offline stuff, and we can have a little powwow because you're a very big inspiration, and your ideas and your little tidbit just helps us polish it up.
So thank you so much for your support.
Yeah, so we'll do that another time.
Yeah, definitely. Because as you're talking about this stuff, I'm like, and I think I've asked you before. I'm doing my podcast, my Drop That Rope podcast. You guys, I definitely want you guys to be on it. So
okay.
I want to do a lot of these stories we're talking about too. So
sure.
But I want to keep going. If you guys want to keep going, I'm sure that we're getting a lot of people here.
What else did you want to know about Club 33 that we could tell you about that we know
of? I don't really know much about it, but I'll be honest with you. I kind of like over the years, I know that there's like 3 or 4 things in my head I want to ask you guys, but I knew about the apartment. I knew about the initials, but I forget a lot of stuff over the years. But I didn't even realize the transformation over the years that they made the kitchen bigger. The animatronic moved. I know the microphone. Is that still there? That isn't see, you could dispel this rumor too. Wasn't there a microphone in the chandelier that Walt listened to conversations or something?
There was a microphone. There was a microphone built into the chandelier. Yeah. And unfortunately, because of the privacy of his guests, it was decided never to activate those microphones. So they were never used.
Ever turned on.
They were never used.
Yeah. They're in there. You can see the microphone hanging on the center of the chandelier, and you can see the small little. And he realized after this chandeliers were made, they realized, you know what, this is not a good idea. So it was always informed, and then the members just like that. They just like it was there, and they always joke, I think the chef of Club 33 keeps on thinking that they're activated because all the members thinking that it was, I think it's not Oscar, but it was the main chef that retired, and Andrew Sutton is the new chef. They always say, well, he's hearing us right now, so they'll talk up really loud and say, are you hearing us? Got the chef's name of Club 33. So they joke with them because everybody knows the chef.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was to hear their stories and sit back, and we always tell the members that we know, we will share, and we can only share so much. But
no, understood.
They're so generous because they like to keep their privacy.
I'm looking at the chat stream here. It says, Stacy Rogers says, I could listen to them for hours. Is there anything awesome that they have Disney that they didn't show us yet? Stacy, there's a lot that we haven't shown yet, but
there's something from Pixar that we can't show you until later.
Yeah, that one will be showing. We'll be doing a live stream in a couple of weeks, about a week and a half now. We're going to be doing another show and tell episode.
I realized that after the fact. I'm like, oh my gosh, that Pixar thing.
So
that is like a unicorn piece that I could not believe of.
But I love that they're saving stuff. That's awesome.
we'll save that.
That's awesome.
There's lots that we haven't shown yet. And then there's so many things I want to show at Christmas time too, but everything is packed in the garage.
And it's hot.
So I can't pull out, everything from the totes. That would be, I don't even remember which totes they are now, Disney.
Which one?
The Disney tree. They used to be totes A, B.
You're the one
A,
who met.
A 1 through 3 and B.
Okay,
1 through 3.
would you want to share how many people are here? We'll give you a quick little glimpse of the 53 or 50 some odd totes of Christmas that line our garage, and they're all labeled. And we have everything specific for 25 Christmas trees.
Okay.
We'll give you a little tidbit.
That's
and
awesome.
We'll
See, I did want to see that, but I was going to ask that. So.
Okay.
And also the Disneyland parking sign that he got me for Valentine's Day of 2002.
Here.
Nice.
Here we go.
Okay, hold on.
So didn't John Stamos buy some of the sign?
Yeah, actually he did.
Were you guys ever considering trying to buy that sign for one moment?
I would have loved to have bought it, but I don't have that kind of budget.
Right.
So,
I know, just teasing.
open the garage. Well, no, we can't open the garage door. We can't open the garage door. Okay. So if you look behind me, you'll see
Can you
totes.
flip the camera?
Yeah, we can, but here we are. Okay, so let me flip the camera. And up
Wow,
here,
you guys
in
are
the
so
garage,
neat.
You'll see everything is labeled up there. And then we have this up here too.
Wow.
And it keeps going all the way to the end there.
And it's all Disney Christmas stuff.
It's mostly Disney, and then we also have nostalgia and things like that. But then we also play Tetris with the Christmas trees. The boxes that are red, that are marked with red, are Balsam Hill trees. So you only see
10
5
trees.
there.
Oh, fine.
But there are other trees that are packed away as well. There's some down here. And
The Disney
So,
trees on the bottom where
the Disney tree is in a tote beneath the shelves there. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And then over here,
You gotta sit back. This is an actual Disneyland parking sign that Disneyland sold. It's authenticated. And this was on the light post. And this is Pit Simba Parking TV. And this is how tall this sucker is. Compared to the sign.
that's a normal parking lot
That
sign that
is
you'd see at
metal.
Disneyland.
It's huge.
So yeah, that's from the Lion King parking lot, Simba 2D.
And
And
then-
then that's our license
I
plate.
love the light. I had the Epcot Center one. I have that one. I don't know where it is, but that's the only one I have. But I love it. I love that you guys collect. Do they sell plates anymore? I haven't seen that in a long time.
Oh, we wish.
I wish they would. I've heard that there are a couple available here and there, but I've never really seen them at the resorts anymore.
And you guys think you have them all?
Oh no!
Oh no! If we went
Okay.
on eBay, that would be dangerous.
Yeah,
And
that would have we. I purposely don't do eBay because it's just such a rabbit hole for me.
it's
Yeah.
a vortex.
And
But
are
we
those
have-
patches on the wall too?
No, this
Those-
is our creative idea. Show
Those-
this.
These are all magnets.
Oh,
we got
cool.
metal plates.
We got metal plates.
You guys are awesome.
bolts.
Look at this, guys. Look at the magnet collection. I used to collect magnets too.
So I bolted them to the
Wow.
wall. And then I've got magnets from Disneyland, Walt Disney World, Disneyland Paris. Yeah. And then it just keeps going.
What a collection. Has anyone ever interviewed you, ever been to your house or anything?
No,
We have-
no,
Wow.
no, no one's ever interviewed us.
So when we
Thanks
come
for
into the
sharing.
garage and get into our cars, this is what we see is our collection. It's in the garage of all places.
So, eventually we'll be doing videos about all this stuff, but it just takes time to do everything.
Right,
and we
right.
have 2 cars with all this Christmas.
So let's come back in.
That is
Okay.
cool. I love it. Wow, the Christmas stuff is amazing. I can't wait. And you guys start in October, right? I see the Mickey. See, I know the Mickey room. I know it.
Yeah.
I see it when you're walking by. So
This year we're going to be doing starting in September.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have a wedding commitment that we have to do in October. My youngest nephew is getting married in Sonoma, so we have a couple of weekends taken away from that. So
okay.
the weekends is usually when we decorate, because during the week I work all day and Doug is working all day, and by the time nighttime comes around, we're kind of tired.
Everyone's
So-
excited. But everyone's excited to see your Christmas trees. Everyone loves your garage. It's the cleanest
our-
garage I ever saw.
Did we blow up the chat and the internet? Because I
I
see a
parked
lot.
at the Simba parking lot at Magic Kingdom. Oh, Noah, cool.
Yeah, Stacy.
Stacey, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Oh my God, I had a big light plate from I totally forgot.
How big is your Christmas decoration spread? Big enough for the Christmas light? Well, we don't do anything outside.
Your garage is so clean. Yes, it is. We're proud of it.
We do Christmas inside the house. Last year was 25 Christmas trees.
25. Wow.
Yeah, we have a video on our channel that shows the Christmas forest. So just look up Christmas forest and you'll see it. And there were some trees that I also highlighted from the forest. Like there was one. So if you were to do a search for Christmas miniature, as a Hallmark miniature Christmas tree, you'd find it there on our channel. That tree stands about 18 inches or so and has 200 ornaments on it.
Oh, the Hallmark tree?
The Hallmark miniature
tree. Oh, yeah,
tree.
that thing is overflowing. It takes hours to put up. And unbox with these
that's why I say what we're going to do is we're going to be streaming. We'll do live streaming of when we're decorating and unboxing and the whole bit, so you can see the ornaments.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. I got some good ideas for you. So.
Oh, okay, cool.
Don't worry.
Great.
I'm going to be your manager, I guess. Dean from the live place is my manager. I always tell him I want to be your manager. So.
I love it, Rob. That'd be perfect.
I love that you have 25 trees. So 25 trees throughout Pepper Tree Villa, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
exactly.
So where we're sitting on it, we would have 2 trees beside us, and one would be a giant crystal tree.
Yeah. Over here to the right in the corner, we have the crystal tree. That one stands 7.5 feet tall and nothing but crystal silver ornaments. So, and we have lights. It just reflects light everywhere.
Again, on the video.
On this side of Doug, we have the gingerbread peppermint tree. That is a 9-foot pencil tree that is just covered in food-related ornaments. Gingerbread and peppermint are the main themes. That tree.
All Disney theme, pretty much, too, right? But you said
there's a lot of Disney on it.
Disney's on every single tree.
Yeah, Disney's on every tree.
Yeah, even the kitchen tree. We even have a tree that we put in our kitchen. There's a village in the counter of our kitchen. I'm not joking. It's right there. We have a nice little village that we have a tree and a village in our kitchen.
And then on that tree has like cookies and things like that.
But there's
in the train. There's a train, and then there's a Mickey Mouse ornament on top.
Yeah.
So it's a Disney village, or is it
No, the Disney village goes above the TV where you saw.
Okay, that's a different one. I love it.
We have 2 villages.
Yeah, the second village goes where you saw Cinderella Castle earlier tonight.
Uh-huh.
That's going to be the buildings of Main Street of Disneyland. And those came from a collection that was purchased originally at Sears back in the 80s. So that particular collection Ben owns that collection, but he likes to have it on display here because it just pairs nicely with the whole forest. And then we have
love it.
We have let's see, another tree. The Hallmark miniature tree is in the kitchen. There's a tree that's on the counter in the kitchen. In the living room, dining room,
we have 10 trees.
We have 10 trees in there. They range in size from just simple
foot and a half
to 7.5 feet tall throughout the room.
Yeah. The master bedroom has 2 giant trees. The Mickey room has 2.
Rachel's asking, can I tour your home? We will be doing a tour of all the trees.
That's awesome.
At Christmas time when they're all put in place. And then we'll also, you can actually go, like I said, you go to the channel now. There are some videos there of the trees from last Christmas.
Last year, yeah.
They're little just, highlights of it, but you get to see the essence of it. And because I'm like, you have to put it up because it's one of those things that.
But at that time we had,
see it and believe it.
When we did that, we had less than 200 subscribers at that point. So, it wasn't.
Now you guys are blown up.
Future.
So in a perfect world, life's not in the way. You guys, start to finish, how many days do you think it would take to do your Christmas setup?
If we were to start from beginning, just say, okay, every day,
9 hours a day,
every day until it's done, 9 hours. Probably about 2 weeks.
I would have to say a good 3 weeks.
2 to 3 weeks, probably.
I mean, literally every day, 7 days a week. I think we can get it done in about 3 weeks.
And you pretty much do it over probably like 2 months, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And we have to because we have to do it in stages. And so certain rooms get done certain times. Like all the bedrooms get done really early and they're easy. So the office, the Mickey room, and the master bedroom. And then we do the bathroom. And the last one is the room we're sitting in with these 2 couches. That gets done at the very last because those 3 trees take a long time and they're huge and it takes a lot of resources. So we have to allocate a couple of days for each one. But the dining room is done. The big Disney tree in the living room window is done. And then I need help doing the kitchen. And then, so the kitchen and it's a big, great room. This is like a huge, big area. The kitchen and the family room are together.
So, yeah.
So we have to do that kind of like at the end because those are the last things we need to be done. And then.
So we start, we start at, this year we're going to be starting probably mid to late September.
About mid-September.
And then by Thanksgiving, it will be done.
We try to have
when do you take it away?
We actually start to dismantle it the day after Epiphany, January 6th.
Okay.
Yeah. A lot of people think of Christmas as just being December 25th. Well, for us, it's the whole countdown to Christmas, but then Christmas Day is the first day of Christmas, and then it's 12 days there, and then Epiphany.
Well, I'll also be very honest. There's a huge display. It's just lights, and it's nothing Disney on it. It's on our mantle, and it's these retro bubble lights, and it's almost like a floral display from a big, fancy hotel. And I kept that up. That was the last thing. I think I took it down on Valentine's Day.
Love it.
So there's some things that I just I can't let go. And that's the first thing that goes up. That usually goes up super fast and not super fast because it could take me about 4 hours to do. Just a mantle. And that goes up and usually it's the very, very first thing that ever goes up. And then it's absolutely the last thing that comes down.
Yeah.
That's awesome. My birthday is January 30th. Unlike Cargo's wish me happy birthday. Thank you, Cargo. But it is actually January 30th. It's a running joke. We wish each other happy birthday. But I like to have my tree up for my birthday, up until my birthday, and then it kind of comes out. So everything else comes down. I kind of leave the tree up. So
that sounds good to me. That's what we said. We put up some time. It takes up so much time and resources and energy and love. And we do where I'm not ready for it to go and I'm not ready for it to go. And then we both have that moment where we're like, you know what? It's time.
Yeah.
And it sometimes it takes
you're just
longer.
over. I get it. I totally get it.
It's time.
It's time
because it's time for normalcy.
Yeah. And so
it's interesting too, because a lot of the people that come over at Christmas time to wander through the forest, they don't even really notice all the Disney paraphernalia that's peppered throughout the house until they come after the trees are gone, and then they realize saying, I don't remember seeing that. I didn't remember seeing that. Oh wow, you have that?
Yeah, we had a dinner party, and people who only came us at Christmas time and only saw our house at Christmas time for every year. They actually saw us normal. And it was the summertime, and they came out and they're like, okay, your house is creeping me out because it's so different. All they've ever known was Christmas. And then they come in, they're like, you guys have collections and your house is so beautiful and designed. And it's like, I didn't know you had it. You guys had lamps and you have tables. And I'm like, yeah, it's a transformation. And they said, okay, that is amazing, because we always thought that the Disney was amazing. But when they come on and saw how we live our real life throughout the year, they went, wow, now we can see what a big deal. It's a major transformation.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool. Again, we don't see it because we've been doing it for so long that we live here. And again, we don't take it lightly and we're very blessed.
Right.
But it's just funny how other people see us. And I don't see anything about it. Ben is also flabbergasted that everybody really likes and hears our stories.
Look,
and everybody, I just think this is how I live. This is my life.
That's awesome. I love it. So
look at this.
does Ben Ben collects some stuff, but he doesn't have a lot of trees too, right?
He does three trees. He does 3 trees, and then there are 3 or 4 other trees at the house where he and my sister live together.
So we bring it up the internet.
I'm seeing here in the chat that Phantasmic Ears is talking to 2 Real Geeks about ton of friends in the 501st in Georgia.
That's Brandon.
That's cool.
All right, so I'll be honest with you. I can't. My buddy Kenny, Alpha Traveler One, was saying you're interviewing them. Yeah, definitely interviewing you guys. I said this is kind of like a pre-interview. I definitely want to sit down, a nice structured podcast. We do an interview, it'll be awesome. So I'm so excited. So
that sounds great. Yeah.
That behind the scenes tour thing, was that something you could do normally, or that's just something that you have your privileges to do alone? And what was involved in that? Because I did the behind the scenes tour in the Magic Kingdom. Well, I did it in Disney World. It was Magic Kingdom. This is so long ago. It was before Animal Kingdom was open. It was Magic Kingdom, Disney Studio, MGM Studios at the time, and Epcot. That's the one I did, and I got to walk underneath the utilidors. I got to do all that. I loved it. It was so cool. I saw Body Wars. Body Wars is no longer there. American Adventure and stuff. So what was involved in that tour you did?
The tour that I did, actually, there were a few attractions that toured that way. One was, like I said, I saw Indiana Jones. That was for that night of Backstage Magic. And then I had a separate one where we were, I forget what the event was, but it was part of Fantasyland, where we walked through not Mr. Toad's, but we walked through Snow White's Scary Adventures and also Pinocchio's Daring Journey. And for that, they also had all the lights on. The vehicles were off and out of the way so that we were able to walk freely through the attraction. We couldn't touch anything, but they would show us just bits and pieces of little eye tricks and things like that, and the idea of forced 3D perspective as well. So it was really cool because you could see how it would look like there was a bridge, but the bridge was actually just a piece of plywood that was in front of another piece of plywood, and so it gave that feeling of depth.
Which ride was that?
That was Pinocchio's Daring Journey.
Pinocchio's, yeah.
Yeah, so that was really cool, and they showed us different lighting effects, how like on Snow White's Scary Adventures, they'd show us how the jewels shimmered, and then they took away this black piece of plastic or fabric, and behind the fabric was a little fan that was blowing these like little silver discs, and it would reflect the light off the back side of the plastic jewels, so that you could actually see like the jewels were shimmering. Stuff like that.
So cool.
Yeah.
Did you ever get the Winnie the Pooh ride? Did you ever get to walk through that?
No, have not walked through the Winnie the Pooh ride.
Because I know that the heads from Country Bear Jamboree's in there, so which is awesome. Did you ever did you ever look back and look at it? Because I never got to do it. So
it's right where Pooh is just about to wake up from a dream. You see the Heffalumps and Woozles room, and then you go through this one arch. And then if you look behind the arch, if you look up behind, you'll see the bust,
so creepy,
the heads of Max, Buff, and Melvin. And the thing is that those are not from the attraction itself. There was a bar.
I remember that. Pecos Bills or something. Was that where it was?
Something like that. It was like the mile-long bar or something like that. And they had a Max, Buff, and Melvin in there. And then they remodeled that store at the same time that they took out the Country Bears and put in Pooh. And so what they did is they took those particular heads of Max, Buff, and Melvin and put them in the attraction as a memoriam to the attraction that was in that building.
I thought they were from the actual thing. Oh wow, that's interesting. I didn't know that. That's so cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're just if you guys don't know at home, like you can't see it in the ride because you're forward this way, but if you kind of look above and beyond, like it's on an arch and you go through. Oh, hold on a second. You can't see me. When you go through the ride, it's like it's up back in here, like so. It's up back when you go. So it's very cool.
You have to know exactly where to look.
Yeah. So you said before you have video footage of Club 33, but I guess you can't put that on your channel, right?
The old one.
Of the old one.
The old one.
No, I would feel uncomfortable with putting that particular footage up. Because I wouldn't want to get anyone in trouble for it, even though we were invited to go to the club and they said, go ahead and videotape it. I don't know that I would feel comfortable in putting it up.
Yeah, it was from it was from that event.
It was from about 15. It was your birthday.
It was my birthday.
Yeah, it was 15 years ago.
On my birthday. And I would share it, let's just say, but I don't want it on YouTube for a lot of reasons from
I get it.
club members. So if you guys all can honor us on certain things that And I don't think this is stuff that Disney wants. They want to keep the exclusivity of
Right.
it.
No, I was just curious.
And,
I was just
yeah,
curious what
yeah.
the deal is. Yeah.
If we had a private session, you would definitely see the video.
Yeah, well,
But I can't put it on YouTube for all
Got
the
it.
world to Google.
but we'll
and
see
show.
what we can do. We'll see what we can do about showing.
I
you
love
Rob.
that. I get to see it.
It's just you and I,
Sorry, guys.
We'll play it so you could see it, and yes, we'll do that. But yeah, we cannot have it on anybody for
That's
any
cool.
show on YouTube and Google to see.
Good night, Rachel. Take care. That's cool. No, I respect it. I respect Disney and everything. So, I'm gonna guess you seen the apartment above the firehouse too, many times.
That is we've
No.
only seen pictures because even cast members that have been there, some of them barely even get to poke their head in it, and so that is one of the hardest things
Oh,
to
wow.
ever get to. So even club members can't get in, and they have.
I know my friend Nick. He
Rachel,
took a tour of it
Rachel,
recently. That's why.
Good night, Rachel.
Yeah.
Good night, guys.
So I would love to just put my head in it. I don't need to walk in, but that is very, very, very exclusive, and even executives and cast and nobody can go up.
But there are people that will see it. They do occasionally have tours that they call a walk and waltz footsteps, where they will actually have some guests that will be able to peek their head in. We've never been on one of those tours though.
But you could though.
Probably so.
That's
if we
my
could,
next
we
thing.
could work it. That's on our list. Just like it's also on the list for Doug to drive or sit in the engine of the Disneyland Railroad. Pass around.
That's very attainable. You don't have to be special. And my next thing that I would like to do is we've been to Pixar Studios inside Pixar.
I'm so jealous.
And
My
next thing is to be into Walt Disney Studios in the original studios where there's that pole that has Goofy Way and it has all those signs that go and you can take your picture in front of it. And I want to actually be on the Walt Disney Studios lot, and I want to take my picture with the buildings in the background, standing by that pole.
With the Seven Dwarfs.
No, it's a sign inside.
Oh yeah, one of the streets on the studios lot is called Dopey Drive.
Dopey Drive. It's a pole that has all these street signs going in all different directions.
Yeah,
inside the original Walt Disney.
Hopefully someday we'll be able to get on the actual lot and see that sign. And
we could tour that too, right? Or they don't do tours?
You can. We've just never had the opportunity.
We need to, activate our network and find out the right people, because it's not something you got to do. You have to know people who are on the studio, and they just don't let anybody on the lot.
Right? Yeah. No.
It's
doesn't D23 offer that sometimes too? I'm assuming you guys are D23 members, so.
We're not.
Actually, we're not. But
that might change.
It's actually, we were just talking about it today.
I think it'd be worth it for you guys.
We saw Steve.
Yeah. No, I was a D23 member last year, and I have a video on it. I don't know if you saw my stuff I got. So it's not as cool as what Steve has, but I did a video last year when I got it. I didn't renew it yet. I'm going to renew it. I just didn't get a chance.
Yeah, we want the pin.
I mean, just the pin set alone.
The pins are awesome.
It's worth. We just were having our morning coffee together, and I happened to talk about it. And I went online. I'm like, God, that's it to be a member, and you get that amazing pin set. And I'm like, yes, please. We just have to set up.
Do it. Just go do it. Do it after the stream. Do you guys collect the Disney reward points? Do you collect those?
Our credit cards? You mean like?
No. The Disney has like a point system where, like, if you buy a video, if you go see a Disney movie,
movie theaters.
Yeah, we've got that.
Because mine. That's how I got my D23 membership. It was 4,000 points to get it. I literally had 4,025 points or something, and I got my D23 membership with that. It was going to expire, so I went on there, and boom, it was right there, and I did it. It was great. My thing was like a collectible thing of all different Mickey stuff. It's around here. Watch my video. It has like it was 25 different items in a box. That was last year's, and of course this year's the pins, but. Mine was really cool, and they sent me 2 free movie tickets to any Disney movie that year too, which was pretty cool. That kind of paid for it too, and the books are just. I think you guys would love the books.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do
the
that.
magazines
Because we are part of the Disney. Oh yeah, Stacy, just like us, we're part of the Disney Movie Reward Club.
Yeah.
I don't know how many points I have offhand, but I know that because we just saw Gosh, what movie did we just see?
Who's the
Aladdin?
Toy Story 4.
Toy Story
Toy
4.
Story 4.
Yeah, Toy
You
Story
save
4
the
was
movie
fun.
tickets because I have mine. I literally have mine
Yeah,
in my
I've got
wallet right
I
here.
have to enter the
Yeah, you
tickets
still
for
have to
points.
do that. 'Cause I put that on your dresser.
They give you a lot of points. So for
Yeah.
that. And look, I don't even know if they probably do have the D23 membership. And between the two of you, you probably can just get it. So it'd be
Oh,
great.
I'm sure we could. Yeah.
And then you get it for free that way too, which is great. So
I think you should go
Yeah.
on to see what we have because you just queue them.
Yeah,
and
I
you
will.
did that with Coca-Cola.
I'll do that.
Day.
I'll do that later.
What did you do? We were collecting Coca-Cola points. Yes,
I did
that's our
that
guilty
too.
pleasure.
It drove.
Yeah.
Thank you, Coca-Cola, for discontinuing it because it drove me nuts putting those numbers in. Be honest, I don't even think I got anything great out of. I did it for years, and
We
people
got
saved.
Knott's Berry Farm tickets.
Yeah, we got tickets to Knott's Berry Farm for that.
Oh, that's awesome! Because
Yeah.
literally, someone worked for Coca-Cola, and he sent me like a bag like this of the bottle caps, and I'm like, oh, and you could, and then they were jerks. They only let you add X amount per week,
Exactly.
like
it was
250
you can only do it,
points.
what? Yeah, exactly.
And then that drove me nuts,
I
so.
gave up on that because I was tired of saving.
Yeah, me too. And I think everyone did. It's so funny because the numbers are still there, but they don't have the rewards at all anymore. So
Yeah,
it's funny you
I
guys did
know.
that. It annoys me. I laugh every time I see him. So, but
So, yeah, that's a little bit of us. But yeah, we will talk about more private things. I mean, we honor your friendship, and we'll have a separate thing of how we can collaborate.
100%.
You
definitely.
think of
You
us.
guys are so cool, and you guys. I love that. You know what I love about you guys? Like you both are on the same page, in my opinion. And look, I'm sure you guys are probably laughing because I know, like, my wife and I are on the same page, but and certain things we are, and certain things we aren't. But you guys seem like with Disney and Christmas and all that stuff, you guys seem to be in that respect. You guys seem to be on the same page, which I like that. So that is awesome.
We have a hidden language, and there's certain things we do. We are very methodical. It's like, okay, if you do this, you do this. Okay, I'm going to do this, and we just don't think about it.
Yeah,
and that's
it's
how
great.
we
It's
do the parks.
We're able to do a divide and conquer.
Yeah.
Which is great. I love that.
And then when we're at the parks or when we're on travels or anything, it's like, what do you want to know? Okay, we could do this. It's just, again, everything is so natural. We don't have to think. We'll read each other's minds. He'll know when we're somewhere, and he's like, okay, that's Doug. And I'm like, oh, okay, because that would have happened. Why do you need to ask? And same thing with me when I do something. It's like, normally you want to call to make sure you're okay, or is this something that you would want? I just do it, It's,
Love that. That's awesome.
But there's times I have to make sure if we already had something.
Yeah.
And I will call him up at work, or I take a picture and text him, and say yes, no, or whatever. He's like,
it's funny.
Yes or no. It's like because I he has eidetic memory when it comes to Hallmark.
I'll tell you, I have thousands of ornaments, and again, you'll see them all, but I know what I have. And if someone says, "Oh, do you have this one?" Yeah, I do, or I don't. So I just know.
I have that with my cookbooks, but he has it with Hallmark ornaments. I know it sounds very silly.
No, it's not. If you're Disney, like it's so funny because I had a couple license plates, and I kind of forgot about the license plates. In one of my videos, I filmed the Epcot license plate in the beginning of my videos. I think it's on my channel. Like, because in the older days when you had video cameras, like you didn't have fancy graphics and everything. So that was I had the VHS camcorder, and I filmed the Epcot license plate, and then I went and filmed my video. So that was my title of my video. So it holds a true fun heart. I did collect magnets too. I had a ton of magnets. I love that you guys have those collections. That's awesome. So
yeah, we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's a strip on a refrigerator of just very simple magnets on one because we have a stainless steel refrigerator, and we put all our magnets out in the garage. So every time we go in our cars, we look at our collection, and it's right there on these big metal stainless steel sheets that we bolted to the wall because we had these bags of magnets, and I'm like, I'm not putting it on our refrigerator.
Oh, look at that.
And we get to enjoy all that artwork.
Stacy is saying that you can still do Coke rewards.
that's bad news. Stacy, you shouldn't have told us that. Now we're going to do the points again. We're over it, Stacy. We're over it. But okay.
We're over it here.
We're so over it, right?
Well, you did.
Doug's like, we're over it. It's so funny.
You did do it recently, and you looked at what was offered, the actual what you could get with it, and you said, and then I didn't believe that he said it was absolutely garbage, and until I saw what you can get, and I'm like, this stuff is stupid. So I said, let's give it up. So I just throw the packaging away. I'm like, we'll just throw it away. So, if they're wanting us something more attainable, but yeah, with Disney, Yeah, I'm looking to finally be a D23 member, and
We'll be doing
know.
that this week, I'm sure.
Awesome. That's so cool.
and then and also in North America, we've done is in 2008 we went to New York City for the first time,
Oh,
and so
cool.
we went into the first World of Disney.
Well, let me know when you guys come back. I'll come into the city and hang out with you.
I would love
Oh,
to.
absolutely.
I would love to go
Yeah.
back to New York. I mean,
I'm just
that
a
was-
half hour away, so.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah,
Yeah, we have friends back there that have been saying, you got to come back and visit. I'm like, okay, it's on
See,
our list.
did you go to the one in Times Square, or you went to? Yeah, you probably did. So.
the older one.
No,
the World of Disney.
the one on Park.
Oh yeah, that store was amazing. So I missed that
It was
store.
beautiful. It was
Yeah,
So
so
nice.
There's another YouTuber. Her name is Ivy Winter.
Yeah. She used to work there. I was just
She
thinking
worked
about that. Yeah, Christine is
Yeah,
great.
Christine. She used to work there.
Christine,
Yeah.
Christine. I always get Christina messed up. So.
That's her favorite. It was still
I'm
her
a mod
favorite.
on her channel. I'm the only mod on her channel, by the way. So I don't know if you
You're-
guys knew that. So.
Christine? Oh my
You're a
God.
mod on Christine's channel.
I'm the only one. She only has one. It's kind of like a running joke. It's
We
awesome.
like
She's
Rob
awesome.
Plays. Yeah,
Yeah,
Rob
we
Plays.
love Rob Plays and Ivy.
Oh, they're
Winter.
great. Yeah. You know what? You know what? I know Rob Plays Secret. You guys want to know Rob Plays Secret? You want to know?
Yes.
Yes.
He reads a lot, and that's where he finds a lot of stuff. That's the secret. He just reads, which is amazing. So he has a
He
huge
does.
book collection. He goes to the archives and reads articles and stuff. And
We
smart
have
guy, smart guy.
We have a lot of the books that he has talked about. We have a lot of those books in our library as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of knowledge that we've had, but it's something I'd have to go back and reread to really to grasp everything, remember
Yeah.
everything I've got.
And his weekly show, he comes up with the most
So good.
esoteric.
Like, why does water smell a certain way or whatever? Genius.
Or the mosquito problem. How does Walt Disney
Yeah,
take
it's
care
great.
of
the,
mosquitoes?
the 1984 presidential inauguration.
Yeah, he's
parade.
great. He's so great. I love his channel. I do love his channel. Christine's great, but Rob I always try to reach out to Rob, and he's just I don't know. I guess I'm not Rob's level, so whatever. It's cool. I'm over it. But Christine's awesome though. I do love
Yeah,
that
Christine's
podcast
good.
too.
Well, now
Yeah.
Rob moved to Florida.
Right,
So,
right.
You know, I
Seems
think
like they're all moving there. So
Yeah, everyone's moving. I mean,
there's we don't watch him that much,
I
but
know-
he's on it. Michael Cake just announced yesterday that
Yeah,
he's moving to
he's
Florida.
moving down. Yeah.
You know, there's all
Yeah.
these people, and everybody's like moving to Orlando, and I'm like, you know what? Go for it. I'll travel and visit, but there's no way.
Now, how far is Disneyland from you guys?
it is 6 hours.
Okay.
We can be there in about 6 hours with no traffic.
One
If you-
quick potty stop, and that's it.
But if you hit traffic,
Right. Yeah.
it's
Forget
more
it.
like 7.5 hours.
Yeah.
Like from LA to a nightmare.
Yeah, it's
LA
kinda
to
like the distance-
Disneyland.
It's kind of like the distance from Atlanta to Orlando.
And when was the last time you guys went?
Just looking inside the park
To Disneyland,
Yeah.
we were there
on your birthday.
on my birthday in July of last year.
See,
Okay.
this is serendipitous for him. Disneyland's birthday is July 17th. His is July 19th. So every time we go to Disneyland's birthday, we stay for his birthday.
Yeah. And then you go and you'll stay a couple days. Is that the deal? What you guys do?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
we're there 4 or 5 days, and
Yeah. And are
My
you
brother-
season pass holders or?
We are
on
about,
and off.
we are about to renew it. I've had a pass on and off since 1992.
1999 for me, almost 20 years,
Wow. That's awesome.
non-stop for 10 years, and then when you buy a house and the economy crashes,
No, I hear you.
Yeah, so
you know you have to
we-
we have to have mortgage.
Yes.
And
yeah.
pay
Do
for
you
food.
want to pay the mortgage, or do you want a pass to Disneyland? I would love to pass to Disneyland, but I
Mhm.
think the bank would really be mad at us if we didn't.
That's
So
awesome.
yeah, we do have times where we have to have a little break, but yeah, that is we
But we're-
get down there.
We're about to renew them now, so
Because I know the guy
that.
you're going for them. Those guys go.
We're-
Yeah.
we're gonna go down there when D23's going on.
Cool. You should take
Yeah.
advantage of these low crowds.
Oh,
I know.
Crazy.
I know. The crowds are crazy small right now.
Yeah.
now Disney's throwing anything to see if it's going to stick at the wall. They
We
have
were-
all this in their pocket. They're bringing back the electrical parade for 2 months
Yeah,
because there's nobody coming into the parks.
It's
It is.
crazy. Well, what do you think it is? Why do you think it's so empty? Because people are just intimidated or afraid, or
well, I think it's a multi-pronged thing. I think
the
one,
cost?
the cost.
Uh-huh.
Two, Disney had put it out there so much that it was going to be Armageddon. So people thought, you know what, let's push off our vacation until a little later in the summer when things calm down. And three,
This is my big hypothesis.
they put their reservation system in place. So people thought, you know what, let's get in and see the reservation. So it was crowded for those first 3 weeks, but just Star Wars Land was, just Galaxy's Edge. The rest of the park was empty. We were watching DizTube tonight with Dole Whip Dad, and he was interviewing the Midlife Vibes. And they were talking about how empty the park is. Most of the attractions in California Adventure were walk-ons, for instance.
Yeah, they went on Galaxy. My biggest one that I was reading deep into some of the back channels. I don't know how these people get their information. But what Disney found out is, they created this scary reservation. You have to have a reservation. People just got very confused because they've never heard Disney do anything.
Yeah, it was very confusing.
But the biggest thing, what it was, the guests that they've heard quietly is that Disney is not giving them a finished product. They want Rise of the Resistance. So if people are going to come, they don't want to come again. They will come, but they're not going to come. And then it's like...
No, I agree with you 100%. That's why I have zero desire to go till it opens. I agree 100% with you.
Yeah, if they want to open Rise of the Resistance, and then they've got 2 major e-ticket attractions in that land, and then it's going to be, busy.
Yeah, I think what it is that people don't want an unfinished. If you're going to pay an obscene amount of money to get into the park, which it's a premium brand, I don't want to have to go and be mesmerized, but I really want to go on this triple e-ticket attraction, what they're calling it, and have to turn around, plunk at this exact same amount of money.
But a lot of people
see Rise of the Resistance.
The cost. A lot of people are looking at the tickets, and right now, if you get a park hopper ticket for 2 days at Disneyland, it's $280 for 2 days
for one person.
That's a lot of money for one person. And if both attractions are not open, Disney's forcing them to say, okay, come now, and then we'll open the attraction. You got to come again. So people are saying, no, we're going to stay put until you open that second attraction.
If we're going to do it, and then we'll, Disneyland's very repetitive. They have to have it, so it's very repeatable. People will want to come back and always enjoy, these attractions. But again, for such a short period of time, they want Star Wars. They want all of Star Wars, get their fix. They might come back maybe a year or 2 later to enjoy it again.
Now,
but not in such a short period of time. So this attraction not opening, I think, is hurting them.
Now, here's some interesting things about it. One, because of their expectations, they blocked out a lot of the annual pass holders that are there already. So they blocked out a lot of the days. They also blocked cast members from going in. And because of the lack of attendance, they have since lifted the ban for blockout days on cast members, so cast members can now take people in.
Now you can
and now annual pass holders can bring a friend for $99.
That's a park hopper for one day.
That's a park hopper ticket for 1 day.
That's like 50% off. That's huge for both parks. 1 day back to night before.
I'll bit him in the butt.
So they're doing some things to compensate. That's also why they're bringing back the Main Street Electrical Parade to help
soaring.
Yeah, to help boost attendance. They extended soaring over California. They did it for the month of June, I guess, to encourage people to get to California Adventure while Star Wars Galaxy's Edge was not available to them.
Yeah.
But now, because of the demand, they've extended soaring over California at California Adventure until the end of summer.
Yeah.
So we'll be able to see it when we're down there for D23. I'm very excited about that too, because I loved the original attraction.
Yeah. So we'll have to wait and see what next week's going to bring. Next week's a big holiday weekend, and people compare it to also Thanksgiving because the 4th of July is on a Thursday, which, a Thanksgiving would be, and then everybody's taking Friday off. So usually, on 4th of July, Disneyland's always packed. So maybe a lot of people will be taking their holiday vacation. We'll start to see in July, because if they don't see the crowds in July, a lot of schools go back to school sometime the end of the first week of August or start of the second week. So some are the 7th of August. So they only have this month of July. Then August, basically, school starts. So the attendance is going to start to go down for people who go on travel.
Yeah.
So this is going to be interesting. So how they're going to be playing and looking at it. So, and we like hearing our people who work, are down there, and we watch all these vlogs, and I read so much of these different types of online websites, and you just kind of put all the puzzle pieces together. It's going to be very interesting. I mean, come on, tomorrow? No.
Tomorrow's
No.
July 1st.
Tomorrow's July 1st?
Yep.
Tomorrow's July 1st.
It's the 30th today. There's no 31st.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
There is no June 31st.
Yeah, we are literally, fiscal years start tomorrow. The federal government fiscal year starts new tomorrow. A lot of corporations start. So it's like a new year for a lot of people. Now, Disney's fiscal year is not until October 1st. But we'll have to wait and see what, because it's 6 months from now is New Year's Day. Well, this would be New Year's Eve.
Oh yeah.
So it's just interesting to hear this.
It is
So
July
It's saying
1st.
it's
Yes,
now
Steve.
July 1st on the East Coast.
It's already July, so it'd already be New Year's in 6 months.
Happy
So,
New Year, guys.
Yeah. Hopefully the next 6 months.
Happy physical New Year.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe it's already 6 months of the year is gone.
Can't believe it. Yeah,
Isn't that crazy?
it is. Yeah.
So, and a lot has happened in 6 years. I mean, 6 months.
Doug, I agree with you on all your points, but I thought that because Disneyland is such a locals park, it wouldn't be as big as a factor, but obviously it is. So because it just a week or two's gone. Well, it opened up last week or this week. It was the no reservations Monday or Tuesday, right?
Monday.
It was on Monday. It was
Monday this past
So
week.
they've got
Yeah.
a full week now without reservations, and
And
the longest wait
bizarre.
I've seen is 120 minutes
for Millennium, and that
for
doesn't
Millennium.
wow,
Yeah, Millennium Falcon.
yeah, and then
It's the
I think
longest wait because I've seen it like a half-hour wait or whatever, right? A lot of
Yeah,
times.
exactly. And for a brand new attraction, that's an insanely short
Yeah.
wait.
Flight of Passage still 2-3 hours, 4 hours. So
So was Radiator Springs Racers.
yeah, even for
That one is-
5-6 years,
it's
Radiant
not-
Racer would
Yeah,
be
they'd opened 7 years ago, and it's not. No, is it 7 years?
wow.
2012.
Yeah, 7
Yeah.
years ago now.
Wow.
And
you
it's not
can-
uncommon for it to have a 180-minute wait.
So there's a lot of factors that they're trying to figure out what it is. And yes, Disneyland is very much a regional park. I mean, the marketing only goes out far as the Rocky Mountains, and people from Arizona, Northern California, especially Southern California, that's what Disneyland's really for. But you get a lot of international travelers. But that's what I think it was just bad communication. I think they did not need the reservation system where you need to open up the reservation. I think it just confused everybody. And then they were done with it. And I don't know. We'll see how this goes. But I think once the momentum of all the greases all the gears get greased and everything starts getting the momentum, then I think it's going to be completely packed and all the attractions are going to have hours of waits all day long. But I think we need the time to do it for the smoke to settle.
Yeah.
And that's what
Look, Noah's saying #happy half year. And
It's
then,
funny.
and Ruth, you're right. Radiator Springs does have a very short wait if you do single rider.
Yeah, we did that. We tried to get on it once.
Yeah, we've done single rider like that.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah, it's just easier.
So it's-
we don't have
Never been to
to
Cars Land. I'm kind of bummed. I just haven't been there in a while. So
Rob, we'll
It's
go go
a
together.
beautiful-
I would love to take you there. Love to go
I
with
want to
you.
go there. I'll get there.
Land,
Yeah.
yeah, Cars Land, I think, is full immersion. I think
Yeah,
it's
I love it.
beautiful. And even they make a
Just what I
spectacle
saw.
nighttime.
Yeah. So cool.
It is so. Have you seen World of Color?
I haven't. No,
No, you'll have to see
not
that.
in person. No. Yeah, definitely. So,
That's a show that's bigger.
been to
than-
California Adventure twice, and I've been to Disneyland and California Adventure probably Disneyland 5-6 times. So I've been there a bunch of times, but it's been a while though. Unfortunately,
Especially at night when you see cars, when you walk into Cars Land just at dusk, and then they flip on all the neon. It's beautiful.
Oh,
It's stunning. It's just beautiful.
Cars Land is.
that's how they do it. It's not a gradual thing. They just flick it on and boom.
They actually do a show kind of thing. They
Yeah,
they play some music and then they just bring it up. It's
yeah,
really
they
cool.
just kind of stage it, and they play this Cars music, theme music, and then they just light all of Cars Land up at the time, and it's actually really cool.
That's awesome.
Kind of like how they light the Christmas tree. We have actually a video of us lighting. We just happen to be sitting in Times Square,
Town Square.
Town Square, and then the microphone comes up, and we want everybody to gather around the Christmas tree for the lighting of it. And he just turns around, and we were video just exactly at the time when the microphone, and he peers up, and then you could see the guy talk about it. And 3, 2, 1, Merry Christmas, Happy Holiday. And then the whole tree just lights up. It's actually, how do we get that on video and the timing? I don't know. It's one of those things.
Gotta release it. Another video.
So it's on
Yeah.
our.
That one's on our channel already.
Oh, okay, cool. I gotta see it.
Yeah, Yeah, that was
I got to go back and watch a lot of your videos. It's been nuts for me. Crazy.
Then we do the whole dough whip
Yeah, you know,
thing.
the thing is, we actually have to start creating more food content. We've gotten away from our cooking and baking. We need to do more of that because that's really where our focus was when we started.
People wanted us to know because we were making stuff. And we're like, why are you not putting this on YouTube? Can you show people how to cook? You know, because now that Food Network and Cooking Channel don't show how people to cook. All it out is about traveling and competition. So, I mean, I used to be in the late 90s, even into the 2000s. I loved Food Network. And now the channel's horrible. Plus, we don't have cable anymore. We do everything by streaming. We have an Apple TV, and we basically watch Hulu, Netflix,
there it is,
and YouTube.
See, Marianne is also reaffirming carrot cake live stream.
Oh yeah, our carrot cake.
We bake a 4-layer carrot cake, and I've told people we will be doing a live stream of that. And that's probably going to be coming in like 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right, guys. Well, it's a little bit past midnight here. I'm gonna.
Thank you for your time. And
you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. I just put the invite out there, and you guys jumped at it, which is awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Tell us about your channel. Definitely check out. I'm gonna put the link in the chat there. Definitely, if you haven't checked out these guys, come on.
Pepper Tree
awesome,
Villa.
so.
We've been around for 2.5 years. We focus on all things Disney, cooking, baking, and everything Christmas. We have 2 regular shows. We have Life with Ben. My twin brother talks about his boring life. And then we also have PTV Live, which streams on Thursday nights. We will be taking this Thursday night off because it is 4th of July. And Doug's parents will be visiting in town. So we will be taking this week off. However, most likely I'm going to be starting tomorrow morning. And I'm going to see what I can do about streaming every day for the month of July. I'm calling it PTV July. So
it's crazy.
I'm going to stream something every day.
That was a dinner conversation that was just happened. It hatched a couple hours ago.
We'll be doing various topics, everything from.
You're going to go live every day? What time?
Every day. It's going to vary mostly during the morning.
Okay.
I'll be doing it. But it's going to be everything about this day in Disney history. I'll talk about current Disney news as well as something I've called Disney Parkeology. So I'll talk about the history of Disneyland and other parks.
I love it. I can't wait. That's awesome. So thank you guys again.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
You guys are awesome. Pepper Tree Villa, I just posted a link. Arnie, Doug, and your brother Ben. I love the story about how you guys were born and you didn't and A and B. That was cool. And I love the way Shep did that with his kids too, the A, B, C, and D too. That was kind of cool too.
I love
that was so cool. I love the way that came together. I think, were you surprised? But I was surprised too.
I was surprised by
it
that.
Was
definitely.
Great. He trumped you. He A, B, C, D'd you.
Well,
that was great.
Funny thing that families do that. Shep did it with A, B, C, and D. Him was baby A, baby B, and baby B.
His family.
My family, all of our initials, because there's 4 brothers. There's 4 of us. There's my older brother, me, and I have twin brothers. So there's 4 boys, and they're all boys. And my dad named us all with a D, and our middle names all start with an M, and our last name. So we're all DMS.
That's so cool. Wow.
So
I love that you have a story too about it too. That's awesome.
Yeah, we have a story and conversation.
That's
and my
so
dad
cool.
also starts with a D. So it drove my mom nuts, but she thought it was really great. And then my older brother, when he had his kid, named her daughter a D. Her name is a D. So there's all this D's in our family, and it's strange. Silly things that families do.
That's awesome.
So
everyone's thanking us in the chat. So thank you guys. That was so cool. Thanks. Thanks, Mary. Welcome to my channel.
Thanks for everyone sticking around as well. That was a lot of fun.
Exploded
we know it's late. But,
yeah, I just wanted to go on. I came back from New Jersey. I was supposed to be on Steve's stream, and I got back late, so I was a little bummed. I said, "Hey, I'm going to stream," and I made it. I had Shark Week last week. I just made a little hangout with a shark on there, but I'm changing the thumbnail. If you guys could send me a picture of the pepper tree, maybe I could make that as the thumbnail, if that's all right with you guys. We're going to change it to. You're going to talk with Pepper Treeville. I want to feature you guys on the thumbnail and everything, and get you some more subscribers and everything. So
I'll send you a picture, Keith.
All right. Thank you so much. And then, of course, you guys could do the podcast if that's great. We'll do maybe another thing with you guys. I definitely want to talk more. I could talk to you guys. Like I said, when we first saw your first live stream, I'm like, you guys are like my new best friends. So it was awesome because I love seeing that stream and I knew you guys are going to be gold. You guys are awesome. So
Thank you.
Thank you guys for coming on. You guys are so fun and everything. And
Absolutely.
I love the way you embrace life, embrace Christmas, embrace Disney, embrace Disneyland and everything. And you guys are just so much fun. So thank you so much. Thanks for being a power channel. You guys are just awesome. So, and I'm gonna head out of here. Thank you guys again. Thank you guys for tuning in. Check out my power channels. These guys, I put the link below, and my power channels and my partner channels and D&G Explorers, my sponsors, my burp sponsors. No burps tonight. Sorry guys, but they are my sponsors of my channel and my company 360 Multimedia. I do video photography websites. Check it out, 360mm.com. The link's below. And thank you guys. I appreciate it. Such a fun night. I can go till 5 in the morning, but I know you guys are getting a little tired. I'm getting a little tired too. Thank you so much. And out there, thank you guys so much. Have a great week, and I will be back Friday. I think we're doing Frankie Friday, 4 o'clock this Friday. So join us, me and Frankie. I don't know what the topic is yet, but we're going to be doing a stream. Maybe I'll sneak one in during the week too. And I got some new retro videos coming out, and definitely check out my channel, RobFuz, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and of course YouTube. And thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Have a great night. Take care. Take care, guys. Thank you so much.
Good night.
All right, hold on a sec. Don't go anywhere. I'm just going to say goodbye to everyone. Stop the broadcast. Thanks, guys.